Gee, it's so quiet. Too quiet.
Hello! Hello!
It's like, oh hey T-Vi.
Get back to work.
But T-Vi, like, what are we supposed to do? There's a bunch of shit that's going on, and like nobody seems to care about any of it, and the whole world is basically going up in
First of all, take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Now, if you really want to help,
Come on, guys, let's get creative.
Get creative? But no, you're right. We may be in a temporary place right now, and what we're going through might be really hard, but art is everlasting and representative of who we are in the moment. It's important to look back and understand where we were and what we were feeling through our expression. Maybe being creative is the best thing that I can do. Thanks, T-Vi. I gotta call some friends. Hey. Welcome back to the channel. I got something in store for you guys that I think you might like. So basically, I ended up doing a little bit of character design because I was feeling, you know, like I wanted to be more artistic, and yeah, I just I threw down a bunch of designs and came up with a character, and then I was like, wouldn't it be interesting if like we all took turns essentially just composing for this character and seeing which one would fit best? So that's exactly what I did. I gathered some very talented individuals who I think will bring about the essence of the character and, like, you know, give some newer people a chance to try and, you know, give some ideas out there and just have fun with my community. So yeah, let's get into it. I hope you guys enjoy.
All right. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to take a listen to one of them, and then we're going to rate them 1 through 10. 5 being like it's whatever. It's like the medium, right? 1 is like, or 0 is like, I absolutely don't like this. 10 is like, this is God tier. When after we listen to the song, we're going to have a discussion about it, and then after that, we're going to, in Chillin' chat, we're going to type our number. And then we'll add that total up, and that will be the point total for that song.
Okay.
Now, your number can be based on whatever you want. Like, do you feel it fits the character more, but it's not that great of a song, or whatever you want to say? Like, it doesn't matter. It's all combined into one solid thought. Okay.
All right. On G.
On G. All right. So, first one. Alphabetical order rules. Alphox.
Alright,
Okay.
yeah.
So, for the sound font, I decided to use some FM synthesis.
Yeah.
Everything you've heard is FM synthesis, except for the drums.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say.
It came from the drums from F0X.
Okay. Alright, to me, already a great start. Like, this thing actually hooked me through and through. It had a good hook, it really helped me retain my attention. It gave me the vibe that as if Xavier is at least a near final boss in, well, oddly enough, a Metroidvania, a Castlevania-like game.
Yeah, it sort of gave me some Castlevania vibes too.
I agree with that.
It was expected. It was expected. I wanted to have some Toru, Mega Man, and Castlevania vibe.
Yeah, I was going to mention this. Like,
well, I'd say you did a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, you did.
And of course, I'm a sucker for the Genesis font.
Yeah,
and I just think it fits the art side and the character. Awesome.
For sure, great job.
Yeah, like
awesome job.
It was super smooth for FM too.
Yeah.
Oh heck yeah, it was. Like honestly, just
like super smooth.
Just
for FM.
everything felt like it fits into a big puzzle.
Also, something really funny. I did a reference to Toccata in Fugue in D minor at the moment. And I also the pre-chorus with the modulation was very hard to put.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the music felt like it fit the character pretty well. When I listen to his music, like I try to reread the description that Senvo has gave for the character and try to think of that while listening to the music at the same time, and I think he did a pretty good job with it, honestly.
All right, you guys, you ready to vote or get your numbers in there?
Yeah, sure.
Is it like out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10.
Yeah, out of 10.
Okay.
I always do that in school. I'd be like, hey, on a scale from like 4 to 7.
For real. 1 to 29.
Sorry, my cat jumping on the keyboard.
Are we supposed to go now?
Nope, but it's okay.
Oh, whoops.
Y'all are too quick with it. I'm like waiting.
Go ahead and just give your number. You're fine.
Okay.
We'll do the countdown next time.
I'm just going to clarify. I am extremely biased to FM synthesis based songs, so I just give it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, same here.
I am usually biased.
Yeah, I'm also a sucker for that kind of stuff.
Alphox gets a 48. All right.
Wait a minute, where are we putting our numbers at?
I
didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do we get everybody? Delete that number, Senvo. What the heck?
Okay, well, sorry, my bad. I was just making sure nobody was putting numbers that shouldn't be. I didn't
How many
even know.
people should be voting, by the way? Is that right?
So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.
Oh, I wanted to ask, where's Radio Bit? Is he not?
So he's working right now, but
okay.
he actually made a song. So we got one person who was originally supposed to be making a song, ended up judging, and then we had somebody who was originally judging, ended up making a song. So.
Kitty.
Cat detected.
48, 49, 51, 52, so 56, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Getting kitty with it. Alright.
For sure.
The next song, let's see. Next song is by Brady Vincent.
Oh, Brady.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this.
Dude, I didn't know Brady was doing this.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to this one. Like Brady cooks. I can already tell this is going to be a banger.
Yep, here we go. I'm excited.
Oh, it keeps on bringing me out of it. Trying to be full
Brady's
screen.
basically my favorite person on the entire planet.
Oh, non-biased, heard.
Wow.
All right, ready? Here we go.
Don't let that affect the score, please.
Here comes a new challenger!
Okay, admittedly, this was a pretty tough challenge for me. Normally with these challenges, or whatever, you have some sort of limitation or requirements you must meet with your song. But no, not this time around. We pretty much had a complete creative control here. So that was difficult for me, as I'm naturally very indecisive. I went through about like 5 or 6 scrapped iterations of this before I came to something I was kind of sort of happy with. Anyway, when I first saw the character, I was like, that's a 90s mascot platformer character if I've ever seen one. So I sort of ran with that, made a fast-paced, energetic, yet sort of melancholy song, right? Because he has this dramatic backstory or whatever. He's like a little edgy. We're gonna run with that, right? So yeah, and I chose a bunch of like 90s synths and samples here. Like, I found this guitar that I really liked, so I was like... I was really jiving with that. The bass guitar... Yeah, it's great, Probably heard a bunch of samples like them in various 90s games, right? Anyway, so I ran with that, and I completed the song, and the next day... I sort of sat down and listened to the whole thing, and I think I just made a Mega Man song. Like, I don't really know where that came from, but it's just really Mega Man, and so I think if I were to do this again, in hindsight, I would do it differently. I would go about executing this differently, because I don't know how well the actual character came across in this song. But yeah, this was a tough challenge for me, and this one I quite enjoyed.
Yeah, that one just was so flummoxed yet energized. Like, it got me so pumped up.
I would say it's hard to say for me at least. I really like it, but like in a way that just feels how do I basically I felt like it fit the character more, but it kind of I guess depending from what you look at it, it just gives like a bit different meaning to him. Like he's meant to be the protagonist of his own thing, like a spin-off game or something.
I agree. Like comparatively speaking, like from Alphox's to Brady's feels a little bit more like Saturday morning villain than than Castlevania villain.
Less dark.
Which I mean, if that's what you look at the character and you feel like that's the vibe for him, that makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
Who did the drawing that we saw announcements?
Oh, yeah, it does give sort of Castlevania vibes, but I'm getting more. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm getting more like Mega Man, but also more so Kirby vibes from this.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was thinking of when it definitely has like Mega Man elements because it's using, you know, pretty high fidelity instruments in there. But it seems that everybody got the boss fight prompt. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I didn't necessarily say he was a boss fight, but that's just sort of what we all went with.
Also, if I just even mentioning Mega Man, I'm just even realizing that bass line is, I feel like that's shockingly similar to Y Stage 1 from Mega Man 2.
I'll have to do the research.
Sound like it.
It might be subconscious appropriation. That
personally, I feel like it's a little too cheery. But with that being said, amazing song. Amazing song.
Maybe,
that said,
yeah. I mean,
Brady Cook just a little less cheery, and I think that would have done it for me.
Yeah, I honestly agree.
Yeah, it feels more superhero and less like
a little more, a little more spooky. A little more spooky would have done it.
Like it's a good music, but it just feels like it's too superhero-y.
Where was it? I forget. I wasn't.
That's all good. That's all good. I think
we
got
it. You. I think I agree. Yeah, it definitely like loses like more of like the gritty kind of vibe that like I feel
like a song for an anti-hero.
If Brady's defense was like, I don't think he's a villain, I think he's the main character, then maybe you could go that direction. But Brady's not here to defend himself right now, so you know. All right, it's time to judge. Let's get our numbers ready in the chat.
All right, this time we wait.
I have mine ready.
Yeah, this time wait for the what 3, 2, 1 go. Okay. All right, are we all ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, 3, 2, 1 go. Ooh. All right. So Brady got a 49.5. All right.
Still good.
Actually lower than the other one.
Yep.
I mean, so far it reflects the sentiments. All right, we got Chip James or Radio Bit is next.
All right.
Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Yep. Snap potato Chip James.
okay, right off the bat, I just got major shop vibes, like as if you were buying something from Xavier's stand, or hell, that you've somehow managed to find this house and chill with him, and you're in a boss fight. But still, it actually does showcase of what kind of character that he is and what's his backstory. Like, yeah, it's mainly chilly, but it's also somber.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it had a somber vibe to it, but like, still felt like kind of.
It takes itself a bit seriously enough to where it's got a bit of reverence to it, but it's still
like it's a serious type of vibe, but also not like sad or anger or anything like that. It's just serious.
Yeah.
It's not like for like Shadow the Hedgehog, but it's like,
right. You're not going full edge.
Damn, fourth chaos.
Even with 8-bit instruments, I'd say that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, combination is like super strong with that one.
I just like how funky and swinging it is.
See, the way that I envision this song is like, he's not a boss or anything. Like you said, he's like a shopkeeper that your whole goal together is to take out the human beings because they're taking over or whatever, you know what I mean? But I don't see this being like a battle or anything like that. Maybe he's just using his superior knowledge to help the main character. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's like after he's already accomplished his mission and he like, gets to finally like live the quiet life he's always wanted, kind of thing. Like I kind of feel that,
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
That's kind of grim, don't you think?
Like so funny that I hear Chip James music. I imagine the character as like 8-bit, funny enough. But so when I hear this music, I think of like him just like when not fighting the humans at the moment. He's in his lab experimenting with things to use with them to battle against the humans to save the animals.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's how I get it.
For sure.
That's how that's what I picture when I hear this music. It's definitely something like a different side of him that instead of just fighting the humans now, he's sort of just preparation, I should say.
Alright. You guys ready to put a number down? Alright, get your numbers ready.
Wait, I'm thinking. Wait. Okay, ready.
Alright, everybody ready?
Yep. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, post. Whoa, these are some high numbers.
Oh dang. Oh dang, brother.
The 8.7 is wild.
Real, honestly.
I just think it is.
Hey, we won't have to do a tiebreaker.
Yeah. Alright, so Radio Bit or Chip James got 57.2.
Oh, that's slightly higher than the first one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Might be a Chip James sweep.
1.2 more.
0.2, oh my god.
No, 1.2.
1.2, okay. The next song is by Ms.Raposa, who's not here with us right now. You all ready?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Alright. All right.
Hmm.
That was very interesting.
Right.
Good. That was a pretty good one. I think. Okay, this is another tune. Think about this. Is another tune. It's another one where I think that this does take place in a cutscene, whether or not as like Xavier's stand home or elsewhere where else you'll meet him. This cutscene that
that did give me cutscene vibes.
Yeah, I like the song is really good on its own, but it's hard to imagine that being associated with this character, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree on that. I could not imagine.
It seems
the
more
character.
like like it's not really. It doesn't really feel associated with them. More like it does, like if it were used for like general cutscenes and stuff.
I feel like at the beginning it had like a darker vibe. Maybe I'm not remembering. Then and it was kind of edgy. But then I do feel like it kind of picked up and it kind of lost it for me. But it was a vibe. It was just like it lost the character.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't really. It did lose the character, as you said. I'll say that. Yeah.
I kind of thought it was like. It kind of reminded me of some old like PS1 games that I used to play. I was kind of thinking of like if his world was like a magical tower that was more of like levels to climb. You know, you're on like 1, 2, or 3 of like a 10-stage tower. Or something. Kind of like a magic tower with lots of potions.
I mean that's all well and good, but unfortunately the challenge isn't composing for an area, so it kind of hurts, you know. But it is interesting to have a more upbeat kind of vibe given to the character. But let's go ahead and get some numbers out. Okay.
Oh no, I'm so mean.
Numbers. Oh no, those numbers, they don't look very good.
Okay, a 5 is neutral, and so I was vibing, but I gave it a little extra because I did like it. But I'm just really my thing is like, and Senvo can tell you but it's like I want to get like all the lore, like I want to feel characters, and like to me, like I said, it just lost it. But it's a good song. It's just it didn't fit for me because like Magic Potion Tower even for me doesn't fit him because he's more like science. So even that doesn't, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I don't know. It's a good song though.
For sure.
Yeah. Ms.Raposa.
All right, so we have a 44.1. Yeah, you know, it's still a respectable number. We're doing numbers here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, zero's
if
like
it was
I
a
hate
zero, that would hurt.
And honestly, I feel like with so many good music being played out, I don't expect any music that we heard or will hear eventually will be zero. Let alone like.
Wait until I submit a song next time.
Oh my god, stop playing.
Bro, what's the zero at? It's like, bro, if you get a zero, that's your fault, bro.
You
so literally just have like one note going like, and it's like that's the whole song.
You for sure did something wrong. Let's get the last song. This one.
Oh shit! Is this the SenvoSounds over here?
This is the SenvoSounds song. Issue is like I can't win this challenge, so y'all can just vote whatever you feel. But you know, regardless of what I get, I can't win this challenge. All right, you ready for the song?
Let's go.
Alrighty. Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Cool.
Inspo. First of all, a bop. Off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
No pun
That
intended.
is a certified banger.
It fits the character more.
It felt like it felt dark, but not like really dark.
Yeah.
And I like how it transitioned from like a dark, somewhat sad to somewhat hopeful in a way, but still a little serious.
Just like an anti-hero.
Yeah.
I like that actually. Yo.
Yeah. This is another case of where this. Yeah, this is definitely another case. Like, this plays during a cutscene with him, but more so, I'm getting the vibes that this is just like whenever he drops his backstory on you, and like how he came to be this creature.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's giving a little like jungle theme, a little bit, or like tribal kind of. But the I think they were like flutes. I don't know. I'm bad at like picking things out, but it was given a little bit of that, like hideout. Like he found his hideout or something.
I just got reminded of Donkey Kong Country.
For sure. Yeah, I think that's where I'm like connecting it.
Yep.
For sure.
That makes sense. Makes sense because, well, as far as we know, he didn't come from nature, but he was, captured and taken away to be experimented on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's definitely an intentional thing on that one. I wanted the drums to feel more cinematic and jungly because, he's the bat. That's
I'm
within
gonna
the
be
jungle.
honest. Like, actually, no. I'll wait until we start the actual things.
Okay.
Like the actual rank.
The other thing that I was going to mention about this song is like, I took a snippet of like, oh man, what the hell is the song called? It's a classical song, and that was the reason I chose that was because like, you get that in whenever you have that heightened intelligence thing, it's like a trope for characters to be like listening to classical music all the time. So I took that and then I made a chop out of it.
There's many interesting things about it.
There's many interesting things about music.
That's good.
For sure. But yeah, that's
Okay, I do want to say something. Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
Go ahead.
So I will say it's a bop. There was like, it was on the edge of dark, but I don't feel like it ever got as dark as I wanted it to. I don't know what it was. I was like, for like a couple notes to hit a certain place, like it just never reached that for me. And I think the issue is that when I saw the character, even though like nobody else took it as like the way I saw it, I should just made a song, but I really did see like more Disney villain, kind of like the villain from like the Lion King kind of up. Like I was seeing that kind of thing, so my whole soul wanted like the darkness, like the villain, but like that's okay, it's just my own interpretation, but that's the only thing is like I feel like it could have gone just a little bit darker and it would have like hit for me.
Let me know when you guys are ready.
Wait.
I'm ready.
Yep.
Hold on. What not?
So I'm not gonna do 1,039,622.
That's good. That's good.
It's 500,000.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. That's pretty decent.
Damn,
oh my goodness.
one of the lower numbers.
Okay.
These are pretty high numbers.
Damn, Dread was vibing.
Like I like it. I liked it.
Shit. It's good.
I freaking liked it. Oh my god, it's so good.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I was struggling with like 8 or 7.5. Like I'm just somewhere in there. Like it's really freaking good, but man.
All right, so we have a 57.99. So this one is the highest one, but like I said,
can't win though.
I can't win. So
get fucked.
The winner. I think the winner is actually the James.
Yeah, Chiptune's pulling it out. He's not even here to claim the victory.
That's crazy. See, I wasn't gonna speak out against anybody's
Okay,
stuff.
go check the DM.
We've been sidetracked for a second,
No,
but let me
no,
just say,
no, no.
hold on. Before we keep talking about cats, because we can talk about that, but let me just wrap this up. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. I really appreciate you coming through and making the time to come through and judge stuff. Thank you so much, and hopefully next time we get just as good of a turnout. So, thanks again.
For sure.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
Bunch of bops in this house, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that was the video. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody who was a part of this did an amazing job. I don't care what any criticism anybody got about anything. I think all of the songs are great. If you would like to be a part of this situation, come down, join the Discord, and hang out, have fun. We're probably going to do it again in a month or so, keep an eye out. Make sure you click the little button that says I want to be a challenger or whatever in the rules and welcome and all that stuff. And then if you have any character designs that you would like to offer as well, go ahead and join the Discord. Do whatever. If you find this interesting at all. All right, first of all, help a brother out, subscribe, share it with your friends, like, do all the things that, YouTubers do. I also want to give a huge shout out to my patrons, some of which were in this video. Clover, love you, appreciate you. Dysnomia, thank you again. Brady Vincent, legend. And Dom Dom, thank you too. Thank you so much, everybody. Here's the part of the video where I'm going to talk about some things that I feel like have been bothering me, and I you don't have to stick around for this if you don't want to, I understand. So I just wanted to take a second to say, first of all, the world is a very scary place right now, for a lot of people, but specifically for LGBTQ, anybody in that community. I just want you to know that you are accepted and safe with me. I have a firm belief, first and foremost, in civil rights more than anything. I don't think anyone should be judged for anything like that. I know too many people, and I care about too many people who are within this group who don't deserve the absolute bullshit that's happening in the world right now. And just on a broader note, the scary nature of our government and all of these things, it has been taking a toll on me, separate from my character Senvo. It's been taking a toll on me personally, and I don't want to use that as an excuse or anything, but I need to say something in some kind of video or something, because when I look back at these videos, I'm going to be like, what's going on? Why didn't I say anything? Why didn't I do anything or whatever? And the best I can think of to do right now is to give people a community where they feel safe and they feel accepted. So please know that, we can push through and have resolve, and I'm here to help. So other than that, I hope that everybody stays safe out there, honestly. Do the best you can. Not all days are going to be the best, but just do what you can. Thanks. Bye.